My name is Marida Simpson. I am a 45-year-old mom of two. I have a 10-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old son. I purchased my house in 2022. We're originally from Chicago area, and then we moved back to the Memphis area to be with my family because of a difficult situation. So I was so happy to be able to get on my own and get on my feet and kind of start over with me and my children. Been in the house for almost 3 years. April 12th will be 3 years, and I'm really enjoying our progress. My sister works with a nonprofit. She has a nonprofit job, and so she's in that area, you know, that, I guess, sector of work. And I told her, I will always tell her, if you find out that they have any type of homeowner assistance programs, I need help with my heat. I was saying heat at the time. And she was like, well, I'll be looking out for you. And so one day she sent this application, or like the advertisement, to our church chat. And I'm like, I've been asking for that, why don't you send it to me? And so I jumped on it. I got on my laptop, I did the application. The application itself was just a total blur. I just remember filling out all this stuff and was like, I gotta get this done. And then that's how I found out about it. My air went out the first year I bought the house, so I was kind of not thinking about my air at the time because I bought the house in 22. Starting 2023 going into 2024, my heat went out, and that's kind of what I was more so dealing with, because at the time I was just like, I don't want to go through another winter being cold, because we had space heaters. We were trying to stay in one room to stay warm, and I was just mostly just focusing on my children to try to get that heat in before the winter. And I remember I waited like 2 weeks after the application. I'm like, oh my goodness, I haven't heard anything. And so when I called, they said, you need to speak to Miss Trudy. And then I heard you on the phone. I was like, oh, she sounds so warm and cozy. And then you were like, oh, we have to get you and these kids warm. And I was like, yes. And so you were like, we're gonna try to expedite it and all that. So I was really excited.
The 901 Help Program is a loan that Marida had to qualify for. So that means we have to collect a lot of personal information in order to be able to get you qualified for it. It is a loan up to $25,000. It's at a 3% interest rate, which is an awesome interest rate. You do pay it back over 10 years. You have to have a minimum of a 560 credit score, and you have to be in an 80% adjustable middle gross income levels. We then have to send our inspector out to give us an estimate on what the work is going to cost. And if the house is built before 1987, we have to have a lead inspection done. From there, we assign a contractor and get you to the closing tables.
So the application process, it seems like a blur because it just seems like I just kind of filled it out. And then once I contacted Miss Trudy, I was able to find out more of the information that I needed. And as she gave me the forms that she needed, I was able just to send them over to her, and that's kind of pretty much how it went. We just, whatever she asked for, I just would send it. So that was a very easy process. I am very satisfied with the program. The main thing was the interest rate. When I was trying to get the quotes and everything, this was like the lowest interest rate I could find, and I was very much so satisfied with it. And I would definitely recommend it to anyone that asked if they needed it. Yeah.
My name is Donald Starks. I'm owner-manager of DRS Construction. This project required heating and air unit. The client was in desperate need of heat. Since heat was a sense of urgency, we replaced the heating unit first before we addressed the outside condensing unit. We replaced the attic staircase, installed a 4-ton heat system and a 4-ton air conditioning system that would provide forced heating and air through the entire property.
LISC Memphis is proud to serve as the program administrator for the Memphis Homeowner Empowerment Loan Program, also known as 901 Help. This citywide initiative, which launched in July of 2023 with $2.5 million, provides 3% loans for homeowners with credit scores of at least 560 to address health and safety, such as lead paint hazards and other home repairs such as new furnaces, rooftops, and windows, just to name a few. Our income limit is capped at 80% area median income as set by HUD and updated annually. The goal of this program is to ensure that Memphians have quality, stable housing for families to raise their children and seniors to age in place. We are deeply grateful for the funding from the City of Memphis and Community Development Department and Regions Bank. Thank you to United Housing for your role as a partner working with residents from intake through construction. To learn more about this program, please visit home901.org.
I'm Nigel Roberts. I'm the Executive Director of LISC Memphis. LISC Memphis is the 37th office of the LISC Network, and we've been open since September of 2020. Since that time, we invested over $8 million in the Memphis market. We aim to foster our programs around affordable housing, economic development, safety and justice, jobs, and workforce development. We do this by collaborating with local governments, local partners, financial institutions, and other community-based organizations to connect with homeowners, developers, and other community-based organizations. And we do this by providing loans, grants, and other technical assistance opportunities. Through our community-centered work, we aim to address critical housing needs to contribute to revitalizing communities, creating stronger, more vibrant communities for all to live, work, and play. To learn more about LISC, please go to our website at liscmemphis.org.